The extremely luxurious life of Cleopatra. Cleopatra was the wealthiest woman of her time. She bathed in donkey's milk. She once downed a fortune in one gulp. Her annual income was $95 billion in today's currency. Her palace was so impressive that it was set to rival Rome. Cleopatra was the last ruler of ancient Egypt. She came to power at 18. She went on to amass immense influence and wealth. Cleopatra's palace in Alexandria was marvelous. The throne room featured two solid gold thrones. They sat atop an elevated dais with an overhead canopy. Servants bowed to Cleopatra without eye contact. The grounds held vast exotic gardens. There were also orchards, vineyards, and ponds. Small zoos housed gifted cheetahs, lions, and even a tame hippo. Hundreds of horses and camels filled the stables. Cleopatra ruled a whole empire, yet she never neglected her beauty regimen. Cleopatra had famously beautiful skin. She may have used apple cider vinegar tonics. They stimulated blood flow to look fresh. Cleopatra also used a white clay face mask. This makes the skin glow from the inside. The clay also detoxifies, treating acne. Cleopatra was known to be a fan of essential oils. The Egyptians used a process called enfleurage. It involved absorbing flower scents into fats. The fats were dissolved into alcohol. This made floral absolutes for beauty use. Cleopatra bathed in donkey milk only. It helped cleanse and exfoliate her skin. Her daily baths contained milk, honey, and lavender. She also added rose petals to the water. Cleopatra started an exclusive nightclub called Inimitable Livers. She enjoyed showing off her wealth there. She hosted feasts with exotic foods and wines. Once she bet Mark Antony she could eat the costliest meal ever. She put a pearl worth $15 million into vinegar and drank it. Cleopatra was worth at least 15,000 talents. At the time, it amounted to $95 billion. Her fortune represented 2.6% of the world's GDP. Cleopatra was known for her entrepreneurial spirit. She started a perfume factory. She believed perfume was for luxury and persuasion. On her first date with Antony, she sprayed perfume on her ship's sails. He could smell her presence before seeing her. Cleopatra had a flair for traveling in style. Her ship was decked out in gold, with purple sails and silver oars. Cleopatra was a fashion icon. She wore splendid silk and linen clothes. Cleopatra liked bright makeup and gold jewelry. People are still arguing over the way she looked. Some said she was a beauty, but it may have been Roman propaganda. Coins depict her with masculine features and a large nose. However, she may have chosen this image herself. Cleopatra wanted to showcase her power. She spoke Egyptian and read hieroglyphs. She was proficient in Greek, Parthian, Hebrew, Syrian, and more. Her hair and pearls started trends in Rome. Cleopatra rewarded her favorites with land and tax cuts. Yet she borrowed money to fund wars. She allied with powerful Romans for support. She partnered with Caesar and was involved with Antony. However, Rome eventually turned on both Cleopatra and Mark Antony, leading to war.